Hi everybody, this is Diane. I got to go to an estate sale yesterday. I saw on Facebook Marketplace that it was advertised, and when I messaged, there was no address or anything, and I messaged the advertiser, and she was taking appointments. So I made an appointment, and I went at 5 o'clock yesterday, and there was nobody else there. And so I just had free reign of the place, and it's not like completely set up like an estate sale. It's not being done by a professional estate sale. Well, I don't know what you call them, but it's being done by the granddaughter of the owner of the house who passed away. And so when I went into the office area, I really had to search and move things and open drawers and just rummage around. It was pretty chaotic in there. But I did find some office supplies that I will just use, and I found some things I can share in my shop and a few books. But let me just get started. I have the office supplies right here. We'll go through them first. This was a pretty neat package. They're heavy. These are Oxford Pendaflex file dividers. They're not file folders. I think they're just dividers for the file cabinet. And obviously you can see it's an unopened pack, so it's full. Got a little bit of staining on it. Very sturdy. I thought these would make really great book covers. And I can make tags and things with them too. Kind of a gray color. So I like them. And I just got a legal size pad. I could have gotten probably about 8 of these, but I just picked one up. And I got a pack of 2 little bubble mailers. I use bubble mailers a lot with my shop. And these were loose. I like the color of these, the paler color. These look older. So they're 6.5 by 9.5, about 7 of them, I think. And some file folders. Again, I could have gotten a lot of manila file folders, but I already have some. And I like these with the letters. These look older too. Hey, that's my initials. And a few, and I could have gotten more of these too, a few of the larger envelopes. And then I also got this large box of coin envelopes. It's the 3 3/8 by 6 inch size. I will be putting some bundles together, like I'll take some of these, because I debated on whether I should even bring this home. I wanted some this size, but I don't need this many, and I am trying to destash. Well, I'm not trying to, I am destashing. But I thought if I kept some, and then I could put bundles together with some of the other items that I've brought home today. I'll just like bundle things together, so you can help me out with this. I also got, I wasn't sure what this was, because these were loose on top of it, and I thought they were the same thing. So I thought these were just like little loose papers or cards or something, but it's a tablet. Just a cream colored tablet, but I like that color. So I can just use it for, you know, note paper or to make journaling spots. I can stamp on it or add embellishments to it, and I like the color to add to a page for journaling. And then I got this bag. It was full of little notebooks and things. I like the pink. Can also use that for journaling spots. And I'm going to keep this handy because I'm going to start on tulip journals today. And this little envelope contains some stamps that were torn off of envelopes. There was a stamp album there, and I thought about grabbing that, but I'm glad I didn't, because I thought I would just take it apart and use the stamps. But I have plenty of stamps, and somebody else might actually want to collect those stamps, so I left them there. This is just for me to use. And money receipt book. I have some of these, but they're longer, so it might be nice to have the shorter ones. Basically, I just grabbed this because I thought it would just be like, you know, it wouldn't add much to the cost of my pile, and I would have some scratch paper to use. This is just a little bundle of little Holiday Inn notepads. 5 of them. I probably won't keep this White Star Tours, but it's got the tablet in here that I can use. I'm always looking for little things like these little notepads, little note papers. When I'm getting ready to list things, I make notes about them, how many items are in there and what's the weight after I weigh them and stuff like that. Information that I'm going to need as I'm putting the information into my computer. And another little tablet from a fertilizer company. There were a lot of gardening books there, so I'm assuming that the people there liked to garden. The calendar on the back is 1961. This one's just the cover. It doesn't have any paper in it. And this was a newer book, but it's kind of cool. You know, all this was just all together. I might not have picked up these things individually, but this is from the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and it's from 1985. So it has some art in it, and it's a little travel book. Nassau in the Bahamas, and then it has itinerary. But I love the art in between the sections. Lodgings, restaurants, travel log. So these are like travel posters that were done by artists, I guess. Travel log again. Addresses. I'm sorry, I just want to see the art. I didn't realize that that was in here. The rare gift of the tropics. And gifts and purchases. Sorry, gifts and purchases. American Express, travelers, checks, cash account. That's a fun little book. And another little tablet in a vinyl folder. Things I will certainly put to use. And a little check from 1963. And I got this box of pencils. It was opened. Some pencils were removed and some inserted into there, but it wasn't. Well, I guess somebody just taped. They just put Saran wrap over it. So let's get into it. You can always use pencils. My grandsons do their schooling here, and they don't always use pencils because it's on computer, but sometimes they need to do work on a piece of paper before they enter it into their computer. So I like to have pencils handy. Plus, I use pencils. I don't know if this Sharpie even works. It just was in the box. Let's try it out. Yeah, it works, and it's a fine point. I'm always looking for a fine point Sharpie. Okay, so that's what I got for office supplies. This qualifies as office supplies too, but I got it for junk journal use. It has the lady's name on it. I'm sure this was for a fundraiser donation that she did. Oh, it's got a paper on the back and these 2 stickers this book belongs to. So I probably won't be making Halloween journals, but if I come across Halloween items as I do flea markets, I'll keep them, and you know, I can sell these in bundles. So there's the jack-o'-lantern page and the haunted house page. And then you can put washi tape or something. We always have something we can cover things with. So I got that. I got this old checkbook. It has the stubs, and it's 1977, but I just love the color of these checks. There's not that many left, but you know, there's quite a few, and I can certainly use them. I just like the color of them. I got this box Dressmaker's steel pins. Isn't it steel pins that you need for your glues? They have to be steel. So I grabbed that, thinking I could use it for my bottles, and it's kind of a tight fit. This tiny little nozzle, which we want it to be tiny, I have a hard time finding pins that fit in there, and this does. You have to push hard, but I think I just need to clean it out a little bit better. It gets easier as I use it. But I got out a new knitting needle cap because I got a package of them. So I got I got a new one out and tried it out, and it fits. But you have to push hard, like I said. But I'm going to try to clean that nozzle out better. So anyway, this was a box of 1,000. Maybe that's not, I think that's the number, that's the address. Well, I don't know how many are in there, but it's a lot. So I might, if you want, I might put some of these in my shop, because we're all looking for things like that for our glues. And I wonder if I can, this used to have charms dangling on it. You can see it's been, I had to actually re-glue it to the pin head, but the charm came off. I have it here somewhere. It's just in bad shape, but it works. It works in here. But I want to have extras, so I'm wondering if I should make a few charms to put on my pins so I could have some spares. I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, so here we have this little bag. I've got it for the measuring tape. It's a cloth measuring tape. And there's a package of hook and eyes in there. I thought this was a spool of thread, but on closer inspection it says Coats & Clark's skirt zipper. It's a little plastic container with a zipper inside. I've never seen a zipper like that, and it's a metal one. I mean, I've seen zippers like this, but not in a container like that. That was interesting. Have you ever seen them like that? I love the little container. I'm going to keep that just for decoration in my room. And I just picked this up. It was just, you know, an item on a table. The 50 states. It just has information about each state as you turn the wheel. And I thought that would be really fun to include in a pocket. Must have 25 on each side. I was happy to pick this up. It's a cutting mat from Creative Home Arts. It says Creative Home Arts Club, Life Member. And I thought that was interesting because at a flea market a couple years ago I found this stamp, Creative Home Arts Club, Life Member. So I Googled this just now before I did the video, and apparently it was a subscription club where you would get a magazine and I don't know, maybe a craft kit or something. But I don't think they are in existence anymore. So this is an unused cutting mat. So you can, and they're expensive, you know, so I had to get it. I found this in a dresser drawer, and it's just some senior pictures from the 60s. And I like to use photos in my journals. So, boys and girls, and some of them were dated. 68 is when they're from. The funny things people write on their cards and in the senior books, you know. So I grabbed those, and then this is just a little postcard that was in there, and this is a postcard also. Tip Top House, summit of Mount Washington, White Mountains, New Hampshire. And this is cute. A little photo booth, set of photos with a couple, and then in here some of these notes were addressed to Lou, L-E-W, And this says, "Hi, Big Bad Lou." And these two people are the people that are in this. So somebody sent this or gave this to him and wrote with their label maker, whoops, "Hi, Big Bad Lou." And this is not the name of the grandfather. His name was Edward, the one that just died. So I don't know who these photos belong to, but this is that couple. I don't think it's their wedding. She's probably the maid of honor or bridesmaid. And this is 1973. And then some newer. I mean, they're not new, but... well, they might be from the 70s. These are Polaroids. But I mainly wanted it for the pictures on top. It felt really weird going through someone else's stuff when I realized that it was his granddaughter that was there, and with her 2-week-old baby. And I got this box not because I want them, but because I have a lot of viewers and Etsy customers that like cats, and these are famous paintings from the Metropolitan Museum of Art that were changed a little bit. So they have the cats in the famous poses. This is a Manet painting. There are a couple of those, and this is a Van Gogh, and this is Degas, the ballerinas. Isn't that cute? And Whistler. Look at the tail. That's Whistler's mother. So there were 20 to begin with in the box, and now there are like 11, something like that. But I'm gonna sell those. I might just sell the whole box. I got a box of stationery, and I'll sell some of this. I'll keep the pink because there isn't much of the pink lined paper, but I really like that. And then we have lined paper with butterflies at the top, and the lines are in purple. I had some of these before. The fold-a-note with the seal. There's only 4 seals in the box. And I already separated out what I will put in my shop. There's the seals. I don't want this. There's a lot of this, and it's a bamboo design. I do not do Asian journals, but some of you do, and I thought you might like this bamboo. So some of these will be in my shop. Look at the box. Got the lines on that. Let's look at the books. I got Drawing a Likeness, and I just thought these would make fun pages in journals. A Field Guide to the Birds. I've had this one before, and I like the fact that she put, or he, put an envelope in the front of it and inserted these little cards. 5th series, Useful Birds of America. So I don't know how many cards are there, but I thought that was a really good bonus to find in the book. You've probably seen these books, if at least in hauls you've seen them, probably. And there was one golden book, Animal Daddies and My Daddy. $1968. And I was pretty happy to find this one, The Complete Family Sewing Book. The binder. This is a 3-ring binder as opposed to a 5-ring binder. And I had this before. I made a journal with it. Actually, someone made me a journal with one. That was the first time I'd ever seen it. And then I found one and made a journal with it. And sold the journal that I made. 1972. And I like that the dividers have these bright, funky 70s pictures on them. That makes it really fun. It's in pretty good condition. The rings are good. There's a little bit of wear up here, so I'll wrap something around these edges to make sure that they're going to be good, but it's in decent condition, really. I got this Land O'Lakes recipe box, which I found one of these at a flea market, and it had recipes in it. This one doesn't, but I can keep this to put things in, or I can sell it. It's not lined up exactly. This end, there's a little gap right there. So I'll probably just keep it, and I'll put stuff in it. And I didn't want the plastic box, but I wanted what was in it. I should have just put those in there and left this. But it's got index cards, which I will use for my scripture writing instead of in journals. I got some dividers with it. But mostly what I wanted were the recipe cards. So I sorted them out last night, and there's 2 sets of current recipe cards. This one has veggies at the bottom. So there's beets and artichokes. And I think there's only 1 carrot. That must have been the favorite one. Yep, just 1 carrot. And then peppers. But I think they're awfully cute. And then these are double ones, and they have fruit on them. So this one has cherries and blueberries and oranges, no, peaches. I don't think there's very many peaches and lemons. They're the favorites. They're my favorites too in this bunch. I just like the colors, the citrus and the peach. But I love the blueberries and the cherries too. Oh, there's another lemon. So I love these recipe cards, and I may put some in bundles. I'm not sure yet if I want to let some of them go. Another fun thing I found were these coin protectors, which I won't use them for coin protectors, but they would put the coin in there and then seal it shut. But I thought I could make all kinds of fun embellishments with these, just like we do with slide mounts. These could be like little windows in pockets, and there are, I think there's different sizes. Yeah, that hole's bigger. A lot of the little ones, like for dimes probably. I like the bigger ones, of course, because you have a bigger window. But it looks like most of them. Is that the same? Might be, that one might be a little smaller, like for a nickel. It's hard to tell. But anyway, you can see I got a bunch. Yeah, there's some bigger ones there too. Yeah, that's good. But I'll use the little ones too, and I might put some of these in a bundle. Here's another little recipe card tablet, but these are smaller. It does have a recipe for peanut butter bonbons. And there's a scripture on the bottom. It says, "Forget not all his benefits." The pictures change, but the verse is the same. So these are really cute. And the last thing was just this box of slides, and I only got it because they were the larger window slides, which I wanted. They do have pictures. I wonder if that's her grandmother. So I don't know if I want to remove the picture and then use these as like an empty slide mount, put my own thing in there. I don't know. I'll figure that out as I go, but I did like the big window on those, which is why I got them. So that's what I got at the estate sale yesterday. Tell me what your favorite item was. And I don't know if I'll go back. She's going to let me know on Facebook when more stuff is done. There was at least one room that was closed off. I didn't see, the door was closed. I couldn't see what was in the room. So she's going to let me know when everything is done and ready, and she'll open up the sale. So I might go back. I don't know. In any case, I'm happy with the things I brought home, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.